with The Real Cinemas Blackpool and Ballincollig and online at therealpicture.com.
In a world where there's a million movie podcasts, here comes another one from themoviebit.com. This is the podcast.
Christ. Who taught you that technique? A friggin' cheese grater?
Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash. So you listen to me and you listen well.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to the podcast from themoviebit.com. My name is Victor Barry. Over there is Tom White. We are all here with thanks to our official sponsors, The Real Picture Cinemas, Blackpool and Ballincollig. Check them out online, therealpicture.com. Seriously, comfy seats for your ass. I'm sure they'll be thrilled with that tagline.
Yeah, should put on a poster.
Yep. Seriously comfy. Alrighty, Tom, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
We just haven't spoke. Tom's just miraculously
I
vaporized in here.
I get into the car, I don't speak until we get here. He sets up and then we talk.
Yep, that's it. So it's more unique than to the audience. Anyway, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget you can subscribe to this Dog and Pony Show on iTunes and on Stitcher. Get all of our back catalogue, all 300 plus episodes for free. Celeb interviews, musings, observations, hilarity, insightful commentary. Mainly just swearing.
I swear, a lot of swearing.
By the way, if you're new, thank you for chancing your arm. If
Get ready for a lot of swearing.
If you're easily offended, then, try and
Get ready for a lot of swearing.
Try and stick with it. We use the word cunt and fuck quite a bit here. Occasionally we say shit, bitch, piss, cock, pussy.
Cunt is always our word of the day.
But cunt is the word of the day, really. I have one reason to blame for that, but, one collective reason, but I won't get into it. Anyway, we're going to get into Alien Covenant. We are going to talk about Ridley Scott. We are going to fucking unleash your critically acclaimed screen actor. And if you're a fan of monkeys and Charlton Heston, we've got some really cool news for you, I would think.
Yeah.
All right, let's get going. We like to teach you shit about the movies. We start off each and every podcast with Tom's. Look, we fucking spared no expense. We have a jingle for it.
Tom's Trivia Tree.
Give us the trivia shit. Come on.
All right. The dead facehugger that Ash autopsied in Alien was made using fresh shellfish, 4 oysters, and a sheep kidney to recreate the internal organs.
Can you imagine the fucking stench?
Oh god, yeah. And that was probably in a closed set with loads of lights as well.
But you know what? It does look incredibly authentic.
Yeah.
And if you've never heard that piece of trivia before, and let's face it, why would you? Because Tom has been hounding the Fox execs for weeks to get this out of them.
What I had to give up to get that piece of the trivia.
When you go back and you look at that scene, you will never look at shellfish or oysters the same again.
Yeah.
I don't know who's into sheep kidneys, but whatever floats your boat. Are you into sheep kidneys? No. I know you're into sheep, but not necessarily kidneys.
Kidneys are involved in some way.
Tom is hung like King fucking Kong. Hey, Mr. Sheep. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry if
I set you up for that. I've no one to blame but
did.
myself.
Yeah, I don't know how we're still actually fucking allowed on iTunes. Somebody's going, you fuckers shouldn't be allowed on iTunes. You fuckers are a fucking disgrace to humanity. Fucking bestiality and fucking Brian Blessed and Gilbert Godfrey. That's not a joke, by the way.
Yeah. Oh God, please don't let them make that. I don't think I can make Gilbert.
Bam, bam, black sheep.
Oh God.
Right, let's move on. But no, it is incredibly authentic and fair. So I'll give some reads of that one.
Yeah, nowadays it's just latex and it just looks shit. Okay, but Incredibles and Dash is awesome. And to make sure Spencer Fox sounded realistically out of breath, director Brad Bird made him run laps around the recording studio.
A great sign of a great director.
Yeah.
Authentic. Because I know there's a lot of people think, oh, so just do anyone in the record that nice. Should anything could fucking do that? No.
But yeah, like Dash is such a great character. Just I don't even know what age Spencer Fox was. I think he was young enough, and he just gives so much life and personality to that character. And Incredibles is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's absolutely amazing.
Tom hasn't seen many movies.
Hey, fuck you. And then finally, Jamie Foxx used his own horse in Django Unchained. Its name was Cheetah, and he got it as a birthday present 4 years earlier.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although, why would you call a horse Cheetah? Before anybody sends a fucking email, because it's fucking fast, boy. No. As far as I'm concerned, Cheetah is a monkey's name.
Okay.
You know why?
No, please.
Oh, the fuck, come on. One of the most famous fucking monkeys was not called Caesar, he was called Cheetah.
Okay. I remember Clyde.
Clyde is the second most famous fucking monkey. You don't remember Cheetah?
No, I don't remember Cheetah. What was Cheetah in?
Tarzan.
Okay, I don't remember.
The chimp in Tarzan was called Cheetah.
Okay, I don't remember that. Thank you for Vic's Trivia 1. There we go.
That's the most famous fucking monkey going. Followed by Clyde.
Turn left, Clyde.
Of course, Clyde. Somebody somewhere is going, you fuckers don't watch the fucking Discovery Channel. It's Animal Planet, actually. we know the difference between apes and primates. Are apes and primates the same? We have no fucking idea. Look, monkey and always sounds funnier than ape. All right. Okay, pretty good trivia there. So hopefully when you go down your local establishment of violence and alcohol, that you can impress. Well, that's Tom's local. Just in general. You can impress your friends, your acquaintances, people that you want to see what their insides taste like. If you're Hannibal Lecter, maybe. Okay. Let's get out of that one quick.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Dig up.
Alien Covenant. Okay. Yeah. For quite some time, I've been of the argument that Ridley Scott has not really made a good movie in quite a long time. Gladiator, was probably the last piece of amazing film that he made.
I can make the case for The Martian.
The Martian, yeah, okay, that's the one I always forget. The Martian. Everything else, the only thing you remember about any other Ridley Scott movie,
oh god,
is Cameron Diaz's fucking dirty old vag scraping up and down off the front windscreen of a fucking 1989 Ford Cortina, and bundled into it is fucking the dude from No Country for Old Men.
How do you know the make of it?
I don't know, it wasn't. It was a Ferrari, I'm pretty sure it was a Ferrari. And because I was talking to somebody about this recently, and actually it was on the Movie Bits Twitter, at the Movie Bit. Hi Billy, I sent him the clip, but there's a great parody clip where Cameron Diaz climbs on top of the car. She spreads her legs and then she starts scraping herself off the windscreen. And then it cuts to Javier Bardem, who's just kind of sitting there. And even in the movie, he's like going, you can see it in his eyes going, what the fuck? I need to get a new agent. But it just cuts on the outside. It's like one of these big sucker fishes. And it's fucking hilarious. So if you follow at the Movie Bit on Twitter, you will see that in a conversation from last week. But other than that, Ridley Scott is, and The Counselor is one of the worst movies of all fucking time.
Yep.
It's meandering drivel. And Ridley Scott has not made a good movie, in my esteemed opinion,
since Gladiator.
Since Gladiator, The Martian, if we really had to fight over it, or scrape ourselves off windscreens. But
that wouldn't make for good audio, so we won't do it.
And I really feel that Prometheus, right? And I loved Prometheus at the time. I would have to really watch it again now to see what I still hold the 5 stars.
I've watched it again. I would roll it back by 1.
Okay. That's what I possibly might think as well.
Yeah.
So you go back and we look at Ridley Scott back then. Okay?
Yeah.
Producer? Did he produce that?
Prometheus?
Yeah.
No, he directed it.
Yeah, no, but was he not fucking some...
Oh, yeah, he's... I think he's producer.
Yeah, he's all about the fucking credits.
Yeah.
He's all about the credits.
Like, this is his baby.
And that's... And here lies my fucking problem. Because with Prometheus, after it was said and done, it went a million ways. The news, there's no more. There's going to be 15 more fucking Prometheus movies that will eventually lead in to the 1979 Alien.
Yeah, we won't get an Alien movie till like the 5th Prometheus film.
Basically, you'll be dead
Yeah.
when the next day... And all of this... So it was something that was up in the air, and I think most people, if you enjoy Prometheus or not, you resorted to the fact that, look, we're probably not going to get another one.
Yeah.
And I don't think the studio were keen on another one because the box office wasn't that great.
It was like, about 408 million.
It wasn't something that screamed, shit, let's get a sequel into production.
No, it was 5 years ago.
Yeah. But then, was it about a year and a half ago with Neil Blomkamp? Maybe 2?
Let's say 2, closer to 2
Let's say
years.
around 2. Neil Blomkamp suddenly emerged from the shadows of Elysium.
Yeah.
Or Elysian.
Elysian, yeah.
And said, look, I've got this great idea for an Alien movie.
Yeah.
Here
Here are all the concept art.
Yeah. And it looked amazing.
Yep.
Not sure whether or not he would have done a good movie, but he would have been a fresh pair of eyes on it. And then suddenly, in the last, 9 months?
9 months.
A year?
They greenlit Alien 5 and out came Sir Ridzer.
So Ridger came out and said, you know what, you fucking Blomkamp cunt, fuck off, it's my fucking movie, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, Prometheus 2.
While smoking a cigar.
Yeah, Prometheus 2 rushed into production and it got a new name.
And I think Ridley Scott was a talent. He's a talent. But I don't think the Alien movies are his anymore.
No.
If you look at the Xenomorph, what do you think? Do you go Ridley Scott, James Cameron?
James Cameron.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, yeah, but like, even talking to my friends, whenever we talk about Alien, we always start with Aliens.
Yeah. Even though I think Alien is probably that little bit better than Aliens.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of a concentrated effort. It's, Aliens is spectacular, but I think the level of tension and the whole ride that you're taking on in Alien is better than Aliens in that sense.
Yeah. Like the story goes that James Cameron pitched Aliens by just writing Alien on a blackboard, turning to the executives, then turning back and writing S at the end.
Which would make fucking sense. Yeah. There was lots of aliens in it. I think Alien Covenant came out of Sir Ridley Scott trying to ties out of the pram.
Yeah.
How dare this Hollywood upstart fuck, trample all over what I have, and I'm going to do it. So that's my bone of contention. I could be very, very wrong. But just look, if you read between the lines, and this is Hollywood after all, either way, it doesn't matter. The movie is out there now. All we're interested in is what Tom has got to say, because he did the review for the moviebit.com. Tom.
Vic. So yeah, basically I agree with you there that it is a bit of toys being thrown out of the pram. Also in there, I'm going to put, like, a lot of people didn't like Prometheus, and I think they didn't like because they were expecting a xenomorph. Even though Ridley Scott, there's no xenomorph in there, and they went in expecting a xenomorph and pissed when they didn't get it. So what Alien does is it continues on the story of Prometheus and just throws in alien tropes and kind of familiar beats that we'd know to make it an alien movie.
Okay, without getting into the spoilers in any capacity, given how the other one ended, suddenly there's fucking aliens after turning up.
Yeah, it
seems, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It just seems like shoveled all this shit in there.
Yeah, like it really feels like Sir Ridzer.
Get it right, you cunt!
You'll send Ray Winston after me. It really feels like he had a plan, or like he said himself, he had 2 or 3 movies that would eventually lead into Alien, and it seems like is it the bad reception of Prometheus, or is it the whole Alien 5 thing where he's just trying to rush us? And there's some really good, smart ideas on display here, but they needed more time to develop. They need more time in the oven to cook, and it just all feels a bit rushed. Like it may have Alien in the title. This is Prometheus 2. That's what it is. It has it's a mixture of the 2 movies, and it gets proportions all wrong. First 20 minutes, last 20 minutes are Alien. The middle, which is incredibly bloated and really slow, that's Prometheus. And like, there is some really good stuff about this. The new designs of the xenomorph, like there's like a couple of different versions of it. Like as you would expect if you watch Prometheus, they're kind of, it's slowly getting its way to what we know and love. There's like an albino nightmare fuel version that still scares me to this day, but it doesn't feel right. It's very thrown together. It's you watch it and you go, okay, this is two movies and they can't marry them right. The middle section, as I said, is pure Prometheus. It has all the musings on our identity and where we come from and all that, and then all of the alien bits are the blue collar astronauts. Oh, here's a jump scare, or here's the fourth act, and crap like that. Like it could have been way better if there was more time spent on it. It could have been way better, but this just feels like a cash grab. It feels like he had to make it, so they didn't make Alien 5. It feels like, I'm just pleasing the fans. It's not the Alien movie we wanted, and I don't think it's the Alien movie that Ridley Scott wanted to make.
Well, that's interesting. Why?
It's just all of the Alien stuff is very just thrown there. It feels very like, this is here just because it has to be here because this is an Alien movie. All of the Prometheus stuff, kind of getting into the origins of the xenomorph and where it came from and all that. There's a lot of effort put into that.
Okay.
And you can just feel that maybe his heart wasn't in it this time either. Kind of his heart was definitely in the Prometheus part. He wanted to make Prometheus 2. Alien what? 0.5, maybe not so much.
How many stars?
3 stars.
All right, if you've gone to see Alien Covenant, please let us know what you think. You can email podcast@themoviebit.com or just hit up @themoviebit on Twitter or Facebook.
Oh yeah, and Michael Fassbender is great as always.
Okay. Here's the thing, and we seem to have this fucking run of some of the most iconic characters in movie history, and when they're fucked around with, or they go away from what made them great in the first place, then they ultimately are getting destroyed. Batman, Superman. Aliens. You know, thanks be to fuck that the likes of Robert Zemeckis and company have agreed never to have a reboot of Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, they've made a pact basically.
Same with Spielberg and Jaws and all of those kind of things. But I don't know. Let us know what you think. I'm a huge Alien fan. One of the first collectibles I ever bought was an Alien bust, above anything with Star Wars or anything like that. And it just kills me to see that there's another lackluster approach with it. And if you go back to the original Alien, which if you've never seen it, it's a terrifying movie.
Yeah.
It genuinely is a terrifying, edge of your seat piece of sci-fi horror, with an amazing performance from Sigourney Weaver, an amazing performance from all the cast. So is Aliens. And they're simple movies. Yeah, Alien is a simple fucking movie.
Yeah, there's a...
we found this thing in a ditch. It's going to kill us all. We'll fuck it out the window. That's it.
That's Alien set in Ireland.
Yeah. beginning, middle, and end. Open the boat! Kick the fucker out! Open the boot of the car! Have you a hatchback? Open it!
That idea is patent pending. We're fucking making that.
But it's a simple movie. Why are creators trying to overcomplicate some of the greatest things? Why are they trying to do more? And
nostalgia is currency now.
Nostalgia is currency, but when you shit all over fucking nostalgia, then the currency starts dwindling. You know? I mean, part of me worries about the Amazing Spider-Man.
The
new one that's out.
Homecoming.
Homecoming, yeah.
Yeah.
Rather. When is that? That's the end of the month?
July.
You know, I've faith in Tom Holland. I've faith in Marvel to do the right thing by one of... that is their fucking character. Above anybody else, Spidey is the most famous Marvel character.
Yeah, it's what you think of when you think of Marvel comics.
Yeah. I mean, Iron Man isn't the first thing that comes to mind.
No, Iron Man was, before 2008, Iron Man was like C tier, D tier maybe.
Yeah.
It was all about X-Men and Spider-Man.
Basically, Iron Man would sit in the same seats as me and Tom and you.
And now
Spider-Man is the fucking A-list.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Thanks to the movie, the Avengers are A-list again.
Yeah. So, I don't understand why they try and overcomplicate these fucking things. They're simple movies with a simple formula that's done incredibly well. Ridley Scott, I would hope, has got one good Alien movie left in him. This was his baby. Otherwise, I think leave someone else have a fucking crack off it. Give
Neil
Blomkamp
Blomkamp,
a go.
maybe.
Give Blomkamp a go.
Yeah.
And
Chappie isn't all bad either.
And I think... Yeah, like sometimes in life people are intimidated and afraid of what's different or what's better than them. It wasn't Neil Blomkamp that invented fucking Alien. It was Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
You know, so leave him have a go. Leave someone else have a fucking go. Because I you know, sometimes you've got to leave these things free.
Yeah.
For the better of what you've created. Whether Lucas left Star Wars go free. And certainly The Force Awakens was for the greater good. Last Jedi we'll come back to that.
Go back a few episodes, find out thoughts on that.
All right. Michael Parks.
Yeah.
Powers Booth. Sad time, especially if you're a Kevin Smith fan.
Yeah.
The likes of Tusk and
Red State.
Red State was written for the likes of Michael Parks. Great character actor.
Yeah, both of them absolutely great character actors. Powers Booth, you know him from Sin City. He was in the Avengers, Frailty, Tombstone. On TV, he was in 24, Deadwood. Just like he was voiced on the Justice League cartoon. He's been everywhere, and he's not someone you'd know by name, but when you see him, goes, I know that guy.
That's him. Yeah,
that's it. And then on the other hand, Michael Parks, he's really only known for two roles. He's an actor who's been around for a while, but it was really in From Dusk Till Dawn, playing Sheriff Earl McGraw, that he really kind of came into the people's like radar. And then Tarantino, Rob Rodriguez obviously from Dusk Till Dawn, then Tarantino goes, I like that guy. He brought him into Kill Bill as the same character, and then he's been in as the same character again in Death Proof, Planet Terror. And then you would also know him from his absolutely terrifying turn in Red State as Aben Cooper. And when you see him like for a split second at the start, but you don't meet him until like half an hour into the movie. And he gives this half-hour monologue, a half-hour, 20-minute monologue, and my blood ran cold. He is, in that role, he is perfect. He is absolutely amazing. He's a believable monster because he is the type of monster that does exist. He believes his own bullshit and other people believe his own bullshit, and that's the worst kind of monster. And Michael Parks played it fucking wonderfully. And even in Tusk, kind of Tusk is a weird one. It is a weird movie, but then Michael Parks as the villain again is just so believable and so menacing that like he'll absolutely be missed. Like from two roles across three directors, and he made such an impact on pop culture.
Absolutely, may they both rest in peace.
Yeah.
Moving on to something else that's dying in
oh my god, is it dying?
King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, $14 million in the States, 29 million in other territories.
Still to be released over here.
Yeah, it's Friday. Is it not Friday this
Wednesday.
week? Wednesday.
Which they knew it was going to struggle, so they released it early.
So, $175 million budget, ballpark in or around that, for that movie to make any kind of inroads at all.
Double that.
It's looking at you know, the bare bones of 450 million.
Yeah.
They really are piling on the marketing for this. The infamous clip with David Beckham.
Oh yeah,
has been. You can. I'm not going to play it here for you, but you can find it. And Beckham's acting has come in for a lot of criticism because you want to get a song now? You got pull it. Yeah, go on. All right. Hi, Victoria. Oh, pull it. Yeah.
So
I like David Beckham. I think he's an incredible brand. He's a great ambassador for sport. Acting is not his forte.
No.
Please, Dave. I know you're listening. I like to call him Dave. Don't do the fucking Vinnie Jones.
Oh, please don't.
You know?
We can hardly handle Vinnie Jones. We can't handle David Beckham as well.
You know?
Going back to that scene, he's in the scene with the sword.
So, where Charlie Hunnam, he rips out the sword.
So he's in a major scene of the movie.
Yeah.
He's
as
given
in a speaking part.
A speaking part in a major scene of the movie.
Yeah.
What does he have on Guy Ritchie?
Man, I don't know. But look, look, that aside,
King Arthur is...
It's bombing.
It's bombing.
Why is it bombing? It's bombing probably because the reviews haven't helped it.
No.
It's bombing, I think, a lot to do with the marketing, because it's a medieval movie, but it's a medieval movie with a rock and roll soundtrack, which is pure. I know that's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
And I know Guy Ritchie's doing Guy Ritchie things in this, and Guy Ritchie's a huge, incredible talent. But when people are accustomed to the likes of Braveheart, when they want their medieval kind of stuff, you can't really force that new style to somebody else.
No, that kind of that anachronism doesn't usually work. It has to be like fine-tuned.
And I think
really
people
well.
are sticklers for fucking authenticity.
Yeah.
And as soon as you put a rock and roll soundtrack to fucking a period piece, you're looking for trouble.
And especially when you consider Ritchie's sort of style, which is kind of very frenetic, and throw that into a fantasy epic, basically, it doesn't.
It's an onslaught.
Yeah, it doesn't gel. It mightn't gel properly, and like Ritchie has said that like he wants this to be the first part of a 6-part movie. That's not going to happen anymore. And like I wonder if the executives knew that going in and made him like maybe fine tune it a bit, like throw everything in that he wanted to do. Like we'll find out on Wednesday, like on the review of moviebit.com. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how bad this is. Like, is it the bomb that everybody says?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We'll find out. And then, like, I think if anyone ever thinks of Planet of the Apes, a few of you might think Mark Wahlberg. Yeah?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loosely. Very fucking...
I think of Tim Roth before Mark Wahlberg, tell you the truth.
Okay. But I think when most people hear the word Planet of the Apes, they'll always associate Charlton Heston, who was in the original one way back in the 1500s or whenever it was.
Yeah.
And he uttered that infamous line, "Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape." Blah, blah, blah. And now the full trailer for War of the Planet of the Apes, which is the 3rd movie, and it's got Matt Reeves again, isn't it?
Matt Reeves again, yeah he's back.
Him of Cloverfield fame, and
he did Dawn,
and he got J.J. Abrams on his phone book because they're fucking friends, childhood friends. The full trailer for that is out tomorrow, but I hate these trailer teasers.
It's a teaser for a teaser.
It's a teaser for a teaser, but they've got Charlton Heston's voice in there.
Yeah, and it's actually a really cool fucking teaser. It's basically Charlton Heston's audio from, I think it's the 2nd Planet of the Apes. And it's just basically talking about humanity and its place in the world, and it's over footage of like World War II and like nuclear bombs and all that, and then it starts dropping in footage from the first 2 the new Planet of the Apes movies, and then it kind of ends with like we get like 10 seconds of new footage from War of the Planet of the Apes. But 2 things: it's awesome to hear him again. It works really well. Fucking the marketing for this is absolutely amazing. The posters look gorgeous. The trailers with Woody Harrelson's bad guy, fucking just in full badass mode, look amazing. I think this is the first time they're going to tie the new movies into the old movies, because like I think it was Rise was the very first one of the new reboot. That had it mentioned the space shuttle that Charlton Heston's character was on in passing, and then Dawn didn't really reference the old movie at all, and now
it's full blown in your face.
It's full blown in your face. There's shots. There's been behind the scenes shots released of a very familiar looking beach, and now you're bringing Charlton Heston into it. So, like Hollywood loves a good trilogy, so this might be kind of rounding off the trilogy, and then a new like they're not going to end the Planet of the Apes series with the third one, so they're going to end whatever trilogy this is and then start a new one with the next.
You know what? I think they're really good movies. They're hard to fault. They're entertaining. They're thrilling. They look amazing. The stuff that's done by the folks at Weta Digital is incredible. They take chances. Yeah.
20 minutes of no dialogue,
but they still don't have huge appeal. I don't know, is it a hangover from the original 60s versions, which were a bit fucking James Bondy with monkeys and campy in places?
Okay, I thought you meant like a spy movie. What movie were you watching?
But they just don't have that wide appeal. You know, they're good movies and
they're very cult classics.
Yeah, but to their credit, they have stood on their own two monkey feet incredibly well.
Yeah,
they have stood on their hindquarters incredibly well, and I hope this is really good, and I look forward to seeing this tomorrow, and you can check it out on themoviebit.com as and when it goes live. Alrighty, we're just about done and dusted, but before we go away, it is time to send out loads of apologies. It's time to unleash a critically acclaimed screen actor in a movie that, well, you know the gist of it by now.
A critically acclaimed screen actor quotes movies he hasn't started.
Well, I sure and steady-handed this. This ain't no squirrely amateur. This is the work of a salty dog. You can tell by the cleanliness of the carnage. Now, a kill-crazy rampage though it may be, all the colors are kept within the lines. If you was a moron, you could almost admire it.
Works?
Yep, definitely does.
Our critically acclaimed screen actor may work in that particular scene. All right, kids, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to our sponsors, The Real Picture Cinemas, Blackpool and Ballincollig. Check them out online at therealpicture.com. Please subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher. You get all of this free meandering each and every week as it goes live. If you agree, disagree, got something to tell us, got something to talk about, please email podcast@themoviebit.com, or, as we really like to do, have a chat with us on Twitter at The Movie Bit on the Twitter machine, or drop us a comment on the Facebook page, also The Movie Bit. Have yourself a great week. We will chat to you next Monday. So it's goodbye from him, it's goodbye from me, and yeah, that's it. Is that it?
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
The MovieBit.com podcasts, available on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, direct download, and streaming on the MovieBit.com. Streaming and creaming. Yeah.